welcome to Three Things Live. I've got Suzanne in the house with me, and it's okay, Suzanne. You don't have to squat down. Yeah,
I'm
feeling very short, but that's all good. It's fine. We're so happy you're here with us today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we have a really fun show planned. I cannot wait. We're talking all things Jane Austen this week, and you are in for a treat. Welcome to Three Things Live, where theme number 1 is something to smile about, theme number 2 is something to learn, and theme number 3 is something to discover. Let's go. All right, welcome back everyone to Three Things Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I am so excited for this whole week. If you were with us yesterday, we started off with a bang as we talked about the book Pride and Prejudice from Jane Austen. It's a classic, and I know that all of you at home, you're familiar with it, right? Perhaps you've read it. Perhaps you've seen a movie or 2 or 3. There's lots of versions out there. But one of the reasons why we chose Pride and Prejudice as our book for this quarter was because we have the most beautiful fabric line from Riley Blake that has just been released. Now, it's not their first line of Jane Austen, but we do have the owner extraordinaire, Cindy Cloward, with us today from Riley Blake. Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
it's
my
always
goodness.
fun to come here.
It is so fun to have you. It really is. It's like such a treat for us, isn't it, Suzanne?
Yes. Well, you know me, and I love fabric, and I probably have like almost every piece you have.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's a lot of it, so thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's right. Well, it's so good to see you today, Cindy. And, you know, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit more about how you got involved, how Riley Blake got involved with the entire Jane Austen collection. What inspired you to, take that deep dive into it? And also tell us, when did you begin and how did it come to be to where it is today?
Well,
I know that's a lot of things to think about.
I could talk for hours on Jane Austen. She's my favorite author, and she's so many people's favorite author. But I went to a quilt show in Birmingham, England, and it's called the Festival of Quilts. And it was there I learned for the first time that Jane Austen was a quilter.
Yes.
And she was an extraordinary quilter, and she had made this coverlet quilt that resides in this is how you pronounce it, the Chawton.
The
Chawton.
Okay.
The Chawton house in England. It's where she lived the last years of her life. It's where she wrote and revised all of her novels. And it's where this extraordinary quilt that Jane Austen worked on with her mother and sister Cassandra. So when I learned about it, I knew for the first time, every ounce of my being said, you got to make this fabric. And so I went up to the lecturer who was talking about this extraordinary quilt. Now, the quilt is over 200 years old. It's very fragile. And
Where is it?
It's in Chawton.
It is there still?
Yes, it's still there. Okay. And it's been on and off display since 1950 in this weather-controlled case.
Okay, where was it before 1950?
It was with the family, the Knight family. So the Knight family, Edward Knight was Jane Austen's brother that was adopted by a wealthy family. And so they changed his name to Knight. His name was Austen, which was kind of normal back in the day.
Interesting.
And
I didn't know any of this history.
It really allowed for Jane Austen, because she was never married in her lifetime.
Right.
And he was a big supporter of her financially. So the Chawton house is on the Edwards estate. And so that's where she lived the last years of her life. Okay. So it was with the family until 1950. And then they loaned it to this Jane Austen house where it's been on and off display. And in 2020, the ownership of this quilt was given to the Jane Austen house. So it's officially the Jane Austen's house.
That's awesome.
So there's the history. So after that, it took about 8 months to get a contract in place that we could be the official license to reproduce these fabrics. And I mean, they were wondering, what is this American doing?
I think you have magical powers, Cindy. I'm just saying, like, no one can say no to you.
Well, I'm so passionate about
Yes,
Jane Austen
yes.
that it really was a gift to me to be able to do
Well,
this.
and they probably knew it was absolutely the right fit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
Yes,
I hope so.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
in 2020, we reproduced the fabrics for the original coverlet quilt, and we reproduced the actual quilt. And I was actually on your show
Yes.
5 years ago, and we promoted the Jane
Yes.
Austen coverlet quilt.
Oh my goodness, I know.
And then we
It's hard to believe.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So then we started this series of their books. So when we do a fabric collection, so we've reproduced all the fabrics, but if you know the coverlet quilt, there's pictures, we can look at it. There's a border, and we've started reproducing fabrics from the border, which are an inch or so. And we started releasing specialty quilt kits in relation to the book. So we started out with, her first release was Sense and Sensibility. So we released a quilt kit. Then there was Pride and Prejudice, her second book release. Last year we did Mansfield Park, and this year we have the Emma quilt kit.
Wow.
So there's the Emma quilt
Wow.
kit there. And do you want to show the Emma
Sure.
quilt?
Yes.
So
let's
it's
take a look
made
at
with a lot of the reproduction fabrics.
I'm going to pull it over this way. Shall I stand or?
Yes, I think
right.
we should stand.
You wanna
Okay.
stand? I'll stand
No.
with you. How about it?
Actually, let's just stay right
Just
here.
see. Okay.
Oh, does that sound all right? or-
What's special
Yeah,
about
let's,
this?
let's stand up so
Okay,
that we
okay.
can see the whole thing. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Have I got it right upside down? Okay. Let me step back here.
Okay. Which camera should I look at? Over here. Okay. So let me just show you. Everyone's like, is that Jane Austen or is that Emma? It
Oh.
could be one or the
Yeah.
other, because this is the
question.
Emma fabric collection. And so as we're releasing fabric collections, we're releasing new authentic reproduction prints from the quilt, but then we're also augmenting the collection with in-house designed pieces like this floral, and I'll show you the Emma collection.
Wow.
And this year's super special because we're using what looks a little bit like a polka dot, but it's the Jane Austen family crest. And we have that in 3 colorways. So that stag
Oh,
is the official
wow.
Jane Austen family crest.
I'm seeing some
Wow.
fabrics in here that I have at home.
Yes.
This one right here. And then the brown one in there too.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So
wow, it's
what?
so beautiful.
But we're not done with Jane Austen, so we can sit down.
Okay.
And we can talk about the other thing that's super special. So this year's the quilt kit for Emma, but it's also the 250th anniversary of Jane Austen birth.
I didn't realize that.
So it's
Oh.
a huge birthday.
Happy birthday, 250
250.
years. Wow.
Wouldn't she be amazed?
She
We're
would be
talking about her
yes,
to
she
this
would
day.
be. Yes, absolutely.
So we did a specialty quilt that Lori Holt actually designed the quilt, and that's the quilt over here.
It is so
It's
gorgeous. Oh my
it's
goodness,
stunning.
right behind you.
So it
That
uses
is beautiful.
so simple shapes, Lori Holt's method, and the patterns are free download on our website.
Wow.
But you need the so simple shapes to make it.
Okay, good to know. That looks like
It's a block of the month.
A bucket list quilt.
Yes, yes.
is that the
It's
right
a
way to
lifetime
say it?
I
A
always call it
lifetime
lifetime
achievement award.
Yeah.
But it's very achievable. We
Yeah.
just started this in August, and we're doing 1 square a month. It's half applique, half piece. And I take you through on our YouTube channel, Riley Blake Designs YouTube channel,
You have
step
such
by
good-
step
such
on
good
applique.
videos. Yeah.
So-
Do you have to do it by hand?
You could lay out all the. Let me show you one of the blocks
Okay.
I brought. So I'm working on. This is the second block in
She's
the
doing it by
series.
hand.
I'm doing it by hand, but people who follow us said I can't do it by hand.
Yeah.
So they're machine embroidery. Well, appliquing it down, not machine
Right.
embroidery. They're appliquing it down by machine.
Let's have you hold it up right here so
There we
that
go.
we can see it a little
It's
bit
so
better.
cute.
So
Oh,
that's one of
wow.
the blocks, and this is gonna go through May. So this is evergreen content, but this is the second block in the series, and it goes through May.
It's gorgeous.
The fabrics are so awesome, amazing.
So look at this fabric right here. This is one of the original from the coverlet quilt, and this is called Cassandra.
That's the one I love.
In honor of Jane Austen's mother and sister. They were both named Cassandra.
Really? The
Yes.
mother and sister
Yes.
had the same name.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was Cassandra the sister older than Jane?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably.
Yeah, she was the older
Oh,
sister.
it is so beautiful.
So it's achievable. And if you've never done Lori Holt's method of applique,
Okay, I believe
you're
that.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
It
You're
doesn't
gonna love
look
it.
too
Yeah.
bad. It doesn't look too bad, but
No.
it looks
This
time
is an
consuming.
easier one.
Well, you know what? Yesterday we talked on the show about
Handwork.
and actually how good it is for us to do and how it helps reset our minds, and it slows our heartbeat down. And you know, so many times we are like going, right? And it actually, what handwork can do is it grounds you. And so we talked about that a lot yesterday. I think that's the perfect, opportunity to try your hand at it, literally, right?
Well, let me show you my messy. People think I don't have time, but I take this with me, and again, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And my husband likes to drive, and so I can sit in the car, and you can really steal moments of time in the margins of the day.
Right.
You can sit down with a hand project, and you really can enjoy this process of making something truly beautiful that you can hand down from generation to the next. And again, Jane Austen, who doesn't love Jane Austen?
Right.
I think the key to that, of being able to take the time to do that, is the preparation that you've got here already and having things available. Like, have your kit ready, sitting there by your chair.
Yeah,
you
right.
know? If you're going to sit down and do your cross stitch, just have it right there by your chair.
Exactly, so that it's ready at a moment's
otherwise you
notice
just
to
don't
pick
think
it up.
about it.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, I love that.
It's really pretty.
Tell us a little bit more about what your plans are in the future for Jane Austen. Yeah.
Well, we are going to continue the book series. Now, like I said, this is Emma. We still have 2 more books to do. So next year, can I give you a sneak peek?
Yes.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, you heard it here first. Okay, we love that.
I mean, we have Northanger Abbey. Sorry, Mansfield Park. So Northanger Abbey is next year's collection. And again,
beautiful.
this is authentic reproduction. This is in-house designs to augment the collection. Let me open it up and I'll show it to you.
I'm going to ask a really dumb question probably, but when you say it's reproduction, what does that exactly mean? As a fabric manufacturer, how does that work? Is the artwork it no longer it's out there and so you're able to use it, or how does that all happen?
Well, when we got the license to reproduce the fabrics from the quilt, they actually took this very fragile quilt, laid it down I think they must have taken it to a professional photography studio.
Okay.
And they photographed every inch of this quilt. And so we got detailed photographs of the
Wow.
quilt.
That is
And that's what
amazing.
we used to reproduce the fabric. So these
That makes
prints
sense.
right here are all, this is Augmented Collection, which represents the book Northanger Abbey. And these are all authentic reproductions. This is what Kris gets to see
it's so fun.
when the sales rep comes.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this
And
is
it's
how we
always-
sell it to the shops, and we're
always so
working
hard
a
to
year
do.
ahead. This is coming out in next June. This is the
my
keepsake
goodness.
box, like the Emma.
Yeah.
And then this is the quilt. If you're familiar
love
with
that.
this story,
Look at this, so cute.
it's the Abbey
Yeah.
on the hill.
I didn't. But I do have a question also about the
Yes.
fabric manufacturing. So when you get those pictures from them,
Yes.
and you put it together, do you have to send it back to them for their approval? Like, did you get the
Oh,
color
good
right?
question,
Did
yeah.
you get?
Good question.
Do you have to do that, or?
So we worked with a graphic artist to try and get them as closely as we thought they were on the original print.
Right.
And then Holly, who I work with, she
Yeah, yeah.
oversees our graphics team, the creative team. She and I took a trip to actually see the quilt. So the first time I actually got to see the quilt was when we brought our papers to the Charlton house, and we compared them to the actual.
And
print.
what was that experience
It
like?
it was like seeing the Holy Grail.
I bet it was.
Like
I
the
bet
Holy
it
Grail
was.
of quilts.
To a quilter, it would be.
We're seeing some photographs right here.
Let's talk about that.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
That's my daughter and I. I've probably seen the quilt 4 times. So I got to take my daughter Riley. There is the Emma quilt. We have the Emma quilt, which could be Jane Austen's portrait as well.
Absolutely.
Next to the coverlet quilt. And now the coverlet quilt is quite large, and it's faded, but it's brighter than I thought a 200-year-old quilt is. And we struck a balance of the brightness of what we thought it would look like originally with the softness of what it looks like now. But we did take our printouts, and I think I have a photograph of me comparing my printouts. There we go.
Yeah.
So for this collection, before we printed it, I took it and make sure authentically we're as close as we can be to the original. And so there's my printouts, and I'm examining the quilt and really taking detailed notes if we need to change them.
Okay.
That's cool.
And then, so yes,
interesting.
we got permission from the museum, like, yep, good to go, but we're more picky than probably they would be.
Yeah, I was
Probably
wondering.
so.
Yes, I figured
I
that'd
mean,
be
did you come back and make some changes?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
Absolutely. There was a lot of the designs were spot on, but maybe they were a little too large or a little too small, or we needed to bring them in together. So we brought them.
So it's about as authentic as you can get.
Yes. Absolutely.
I mean,
we were very passionate about this.
200 years later.
Yes.
That's just crazy. And what I just find so incredible is that 200 years later, we still all enjoy that same hobby, that same piece of creativity that's within us, right?
Yes.
So it kind of ties us from what we do now, and it ties us back generations, and it makes us feel a part of something.
Yeah.
It is
Suzanne,
something
you're getting
bigger.
teary.
No, I'm not. I'm laughing at that's exactly what I think of quilting as.
Yeah,
you know, it's
when
just
you think about it.
Yeah, it's like,
You know,
it's tied to your past. It's,
and they say, you know, your quilts will long outlive you.
yeah,
And
I think mine will.
and I always say, probably our quilts will not be remembered like Jane Austen.
Yeah.
But
No,
it
but-
could be very important to a family member
Yeah.
or descendant, and a lot of love and effort goes into them, and
So beautiful.
that's why you use high quality fabric that they'll
Yes.
stand.
That's
tested.
exactly
Yes,
right.
that is so true. Oh my goodness. Cindy, this was incredible. I am so excited about everything that Riley Blake has put together. And I find it truly like a labor of love from you. I can sense that. Do you just...
It's an absolute passion
Yeah.
project,
Yeah.
and we brought out more than just like fabrics.
Yes,
Did
you
you want to talk
did.
about that?
We're going to talk about it for theme 3.
Oh,
for
theme three, okay.
We're going to
I won't get ahead of-
make you guys wait a little bit because we have some really fun stuff to share with you today, including I want to kind of test Cindy out a little bit. She doesn't know this, but I'm going to share a little bit of wit and wisdom from Jane Austen and get her thoughts on some of those things. So stick around for theme number 3. But we are ready to head over to the sewing table because Suzanne and I are going to get together, and I can't wait because Suzanne has a really great tutorial for us on using a notion that you all are going to want to have in your sewing room. And we have a beautiful new table runner that we've designed here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, exclusively made with the fabric from Jane Austen. We'll be back right after this. Hi, have you heard the news? 3 Things Live is back, and last week's shows were totally buzzworthy.
We learned so many things about the amazing honeybee, and that inspired some pretty amazing projects.
How about making your own project bag, an adorable pincushion, and even a throw pillow with a message we all want to hear?
We introduced our new digital download library. All your downloads are stored for you in one place.
So watch 3 Themes Live at 1 p.m. Mountain and 3 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Facebook, or catch up later by clicking the links below.
Then tell everyone what you learned on the Friends of My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop Facebook page so that you can find your people and see what they are making.
3 Themes Live is where we always have something to make you smile,
Something to learn.
and something to discover. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to 3 Themes Live. I'm Kris.
I'm Suzanne.
And we are here over at set 2 because we're at the sewing machine, which you know we love so much.
It's my friend.
And yes, and wasn't that just so fascinating to talk
Yeah.
to Cindy and learn a little bit more
I
about
love learning about that.
that
You know,
fabric
how
line
it really
and
happens.
how it
Yep.
really happens. It really is incredible. And we are so lucky to have Cindy with us today for 3 Themes Live. And she'll stick around because for theme 3, she's also has even more to share with us. But you know who else we're lucky to have today?
You?
No. No. I'm talking about we have a little studio audience today.
That's right.
I know they're going, no. So
Get ready.
give a wave, ladies. Look how cute they are. These 4 women traveled all the way from Wisconsin to come to galas, and we are just so thrilled. Look how cute.
There they are.
Can you imagine? I mean, can you imagine being on a road
No.
trip with them?
Yeah, yes, that I can.
They
Driving
are
it.
a hoot.
Yeah.
But all the way from Wisconsin, they
That
drove to be with us this
It's
week.
amazing. I won't even drive to Cedar City.
Even coming up to
Getting up
Logan
here
is
is
a
hard
chore,
enough, yeah.
right? Well, we're grateful, so grateful that they came all this way to be with us today, and we're lucky to have them here watching. All right, everyone. So, you know, we love fabric. This lady really loves fabric.
I know.
And so we decided to try our hand at a very Jane Austen inspired table runner. And so, shall we show?
Should we show the runner?
Yes, let's go
Okay,
ahead and
let's
show the runner.
runner.
It is
All right.
so sweet. I
Here
love
is the runner.
the teacups, and here we're going to turn this around right
That's
there.
right.
We're going to turn these teacups so that you can see them. But we've
Teacups, heart, you know, because of the love.
Yes.
The tea that they have, of course, and then the darling house.
Yeah. Is that a little Pemberley going on right there?
I think it is.
Perhaps so.
or is it the house that Jane lived in?
I don't know.
Or, I mean, not Jane. You know, from Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
Jane and
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It
So.
could be whatever you want it to
Was
be.
that house? It was Longbourn House? Was that what the name of it? I forget.
I don't remember.
I have to read
That
it.
sounds about right.
I think it
but
is.
Yeah. So,
But it's so cute.
It
The
is
fabric is
so
darling. It's got a
cute.
cute little couple on it.
and we love it. So this is a girlfriend exclusive, and I love it because it reminds me of, you know, those tea parties that were so common, and it kind of takes us back in time, doesn't it?
It does. It's darling.
Well, I'll tell you what, Suzanne, one of the things that I really love about this runner is how simple it goes together. And I think the notion that we want to share with everyone today that makes it so simple is one from our friend Doug Leko.
It is. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
why don't you tell us about it?
So we're going to use, you can see in this table runner that there are quite a few folded corners. We've got the roof here, the leaves have it, this heart does. The teacup has quite a few small ones. So sometimes it's really hard to get real accurate with that.
So,
And then with this,
Suzanne, let's step back for a moment and
Okay.
just, for those who might be new to quilting, let's say, what do you mean when you say a folded corner?
oh, good question.
Okay.
So we've got, like for example, if you're making the roof of this little house right here, this brown is actually one large square, rectangle, I should say.
Yes.
It's like 3 by 5, I think it was in the pattern. But what you can do is you can take 2 squares and sew them on, excuse me, and then trim them off and fold it back, and you'll have a perfect, you know, flying geese unit is really what that is.
Sure.
So, and with
So,
these, it's
yeah,
a
go ahead.
I was just going to say, with these, it gives you the corner to give you the shape of the heart. It's not a flying geese unit, but it does give you the folded corner. It's the same principle. You take a little white square, sew it on the corner of this red rectangle, fold those back, and then you've got a great
And that's where you get the name.
accurate,
Folded corner.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes people refer to it as snowball blocks. You might have heard that term.
Snowball corner.
So, yeah, those are some things. And so normally, you know, the traditional way of doing a block like that would be we would have to draw a line.
Correct. Right.
And we would have to draw all of our lines, put it together, right sides together, sew on the line, fold it back, cut it afterwards.
Yeah, and then cut the excess off the back.
Exactly. So how does this ruler help change
Well,
that?
for me, it's wonderful because I do a lot of quilts that actually have folded corners. Like several of the patterns that we have taught before have folded corners.
Yeah.
So what this ruler will do for you, here, let me just go ahead and lay it on there. I can take my square. Actually, let's pull this over and let's go ahead and just have a look.
Okay, sure.
I've got this laid out for putting together. So I would take this, my piece right here, and lay this right here. Line them up together. You can see that right there. I'll take that off because I have sewn through those before.
Oh, yeah.
And this is so you don't even really need to look at numbers or anything. It's just so easy. If you look at the ruler, it's got a dark line right here, which is what's going to give you, from that dark line right there to this corner, that diagonal right there gives you a 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Which is the
perfect
magic
one.
number. Yeah.
Yep. And so this is a 3-inch square. I just lay this down on top of that, matching this corner to that corner, and then I will be cutting right along there.
And this is why you say you really don't even have to pay attention to the numbers, right?
you really don't.
Because you're just making sure that it lines up even up here and it's going right down there
Right.
into the corner. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. The other thing, okay, I'm so lazy that I do not like changing my needle from straight, like if I had to sew on that straight line.
Yeah.
I don't like changing my needle from that and then going back to 1/4 inch because I always forget.
Oh.
So this keeps
Ding,
me
ding,
from
ding,
having
ding, ding.
to change
Okay.
from 1/4 inch. So
I
if I do
never
this
even
right here,
thought of it like
yeah,
that.
I'm taking that off. And so now, when you take this to the machine, Kris, you're going to, let me put that out of the way. You'll line, it looks a little wide, but you'll line that up with your needle right there and go right there. It just looks a little wide to you, but I promise it works out perfect.
You promise me I'm not going to go
And
astray.
if you're on a 1/4 inch needle, make sure you're on a 1/4 inch needle, 1/4 inch stitch.
Let me make
seam.
sure. I want to make sure that everyone can see right where we're at because this little spot right here, that's the 1/4 inch, and down here is a 1/4 inch.
Correct.
So if you just follow along, then you'll have it, right?
And the nice thing about it is now you didn't have to take any time to draw 480, half square
Right,
or folded corners, and you don't have to cut afterward either. So you're just going to press it and you're done.
Wow.
So
you're doing all the cutting beforehand, right?
Exactly,
Let's
you
take
are.
a look at what just sewed right here.
how'd that turn out for you?
It actually turned out really well.
It usually, it's
and then it just
it's
folds
very nice
open.
and accurate.
So we're not cutting afterwards like we normally would. It's
Right.
all done before. So you just are at your table and you're just cut away.
Exactly.
And then you're able to just sew away.
That's right. So if we press this over, there it's ready to go for the next one, which you would put on right here. And then this gets a little tricky you just have to make sure you know how you're laying it out because the part you're going to cut off is going to be missing. Like when you cut through here, the top half is always going to be the part that is going away.
Sure.
So when I lay this down, I want to make sure that I realize, okay, this is going to fold over, this gets taken away. So you can see I'm laying it a little bit different than I did the first time around, which was with the flying geese unit horizontal instead of vertical like I've got it now. So if I cut this for you.
You know, it's interesting. I love what Diane shares in the comments. She said it's her all-time favorite, and it's in capital letters.
Yeah, it's
all-time
wonderful.
favorite. That's a big deal, Diane. And she has a couple just in case one goes missing.
I have two.
Yep.
And there's another size for it. This is a really nice size. There's a larger one.
Let's take a look right here again.
So Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually prefer the smaller size because, I mean, obviously I'll use the bigger size if I have
Yes.
bigger blocks.
You would use it.
But so many of my blocks are smaller and it just is easier to manage. But you might as well have both, right?
I have both. I like them both because when you're doing a larger, so sometimes, you know, if I've only got a 1-inch square or something like this. So yeah, see, and you've got a perfect quarter-inch point at the top.
That. And that's exactly what we want.
Exactly.
Because when we add it to the next piece, now you have a point, and the point doesn't
You
go
won't
missing.
lose that point.
I
So-
love that. Okay.
So, the large one, I really do like it. The name of the ruler is the Mini Simple Folded Corners. It comes with this. Do not lose these, or you know, you can go back online and get them.
Sure.
But this has everything you need in it. And the reason I was just saying that the reason I do like the big one is it's a much larger. It will do like 7 inches, I think, a 7-inch, you know, folded corner, which is quite large, and you don't really want to try to eyeball that or draw that. I mean, I will eyeball this small right here, but anything past 2 inches, I don't want to eyeball it.
Oh, right.
I want the accuracy.
You want the accuracy,
So I would just take
absolutely.
it. Yeah. I'll take it and just lay this small one right here. It's only 1.5-inch square. And if I cut right there, it'll just fold back and it'll give me this unit for the leaf. So we
look
put
at
those
how
on.
nice that goes together.
It's so clean. Now, I'll tell you, there's
Yes.
several patterns of people that I sew for, like the Elizabeth Hartman patterns. She has so many simple folded corners. So I will take this and I will lay my entire pattern out and take all the simple folded corner ones, cut them all off, and then I can just chain piece instead of, you know, having to stop and draw everything and then cut it off. So, but anyway, so
That's
this one,
great.
and then also on the teacup, you can see I have it cut, but I don't, you know, it's the same principle. You can see on the teacup we've got some 1-inch folded corners, so they're pretty little.
Yeah.
Shorten your stitch length for that one, and
we talked about that earlier.
Shorten it up.
Make sure and shorten those for those little tiny squares.
But yeah, it's a wonderful ruler, and he also has another. It's not a technique I use very often, but he also has another technique with this where you have an oversized corner to sew on. So you would take before. I don't use it very often, but I prefer this one because it's already ready.
Does that technique help you, you know, for those who may not feel really confident in their cutting? Is that what it would be for?
Yes. The way it works is like, instead of having cut both of these together, you would only cut the background one, this one on the back. I would cut that angle, and then this one is a triangle that you put over the front, and then you size it down.
So
To me,
all the
there's-
instructions are in there,
yeah.
right? So, you know, you could do it either way. He shows
You
both
could.
methods.
If you're going to do the oversized, he's got a key right down here. And if you do lose these, you can always get them back online.
Yes,
so,
you sure can.
with your QR code.
I do know that very well,
yeah,
actually.
Me too.
have to say.
It's such a good, handy ruler.
And you're using it in other blocks as well.
Yes,
It looks
it's
like
in
you were
every
working
single
on
one.
the cup and
Yep.
the little
You've got it in
the little teacup.
You've got it in the roof here, the heart.
Oh my goodness.
And you've got it in
Okay.
the teacups as well.
I
So
love
it's worth it.
I
Yep.
love a versatile ruler, and this
Right.
is one of those rulers that is going to come in handy all the time.
Yes, and I always say, if it's going to improve the look of my quilting and my speed, my ability,
Yep.
I'm going to get it. It's
all about the tools.
It's the tools. I'm a tool girl.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Suzanne, thank you so
Of
much. That was
course.
really interesting. I hope all of you are as excited about this ruler as you can see that Suzanne is, because it really is. It can be a game changer for piecing your quilts, and especially when you have a whole lot of them.
Yes,
as
yes,
well,
very
right?
true.
Now, Suzanne, we have a pattern that everyone can find on our website.
Yes,
For
this lovely little.
In fact,
I
we
forget what we named this.
not only have one, but we have two brand new
Oh,
table
that's
runners
right. I forgot,
out that are
yeah.
Jane Austen inspired, using the Jane Austen fabric line. So
I
we're
just
very
thought this was
excited
so
about
cute,
that.
this one.
Yeah.
I just loved it.
And you can find those on our website at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. It's the Pemberley
Table
Runner, and I'm not sure the other one, but we have them on our website. We also will be selling them tomorrow night on Comments Sold, as well as the kits.
Look at the
using
darling
that
back.
beautiful
Look at the darling
fabric.
back.
Exactly, just too
Oh,
much
so
fun.
cute.
All right,
Okay.
well. Yeah, Roxana said in the comments that she loves the colors too.
They're so pretty.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
And seeing it, through the screen does not even do it justice
Yeah.
for what it looks like in person, right?
I agree.
Oh, so beautiful. Anita said she wants all the rulers.
You know
and
what?
I bet Anita wants all the fabric too. I'm just saying.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Who doesn't?
All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us for this. I hope you learned something new. And maybe you have this ruler. I'm just saying, I bet there's a few of you who have it.
Yeah.
And maybe you haven't pulled it out of the drawer.
Get it out and use it, I
I've
promise
been there,
it.
been there,
It's
done
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, everyone. Stick with us for theme number 3. We're back with Cindy, and she has some more fun things to share with us from the fabric line from Jane Austen, as well as, this is not just fabric. We're talking needle
cute
minders
stuff, yeah.
and
the needle
all the
minders.
things. Aren't they adorable?
They are
We
so
talked a little bit
cute.
about them yesterday, but we've got some more up close for you today. And we're also going to share a little bit more about the wit and wisdom of Jane Austen. We'll be right back.
Time is precious. That's why My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop is pleased to introduce the new roam-free collection. Simply set, snip, place, and press. Every piece is pre-cut, pre-fused, and has an adhesive backing, featuring the revolutionary applique by number system. Sewing is optional. Make each block individually. Or join them all together to make something truly incredible in a fraction of the time. Get yours today at mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com.
Back, everyone, to Three Themes Live. We are now to segment number 3, and I'm so glad you stuck around because I have some interesting quotes from the wit and wisdom of Jane Austen herself that we're going to talk about. But before we do, you're sharing with us some beautiful items today.
Yeah,
and we'd love to hear more about them from Riley Blake.
Because it's the 250th anniversary, we added more notions.
You
and
had to go big.
We had to go big.
Yeah,
We did.
exactly.
250, I mean,
Yes,
come on.
yes.
I know. It's
Okay.
like the biggest celebration we'll probably have of Jane Austen.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. It's
Well,
amazing.
I mean, I was watching people go over there to watch the movie on the side of Pemberley. I was like, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
And then the outfits in
incredible.
Bath, I think it was.
Yeah.
I was like,
so many fun things.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's just talk about the needle minder. I mean, you can never have enough of these.
I know,
because
they're so cute.
These are so easy to lose. So this is like all the books and the fun needle minder. Of course, we have little charms.
And
to
what a
put
great little collectible as well.
right there.
Right? So,
that is
yes.
so pretty.
Yeah, let's go
Right
ahead
there.
and
Oh,
take
there.
a look
There
right
we go.
here. Yep.
We're on camera.
Yeah, there we go. I
So
love that.
that's embroidery, and we
Very
do have
charming.
machine embroidery, so that looks very
yes.
familiar.
In fact, is that the same?
It is
as
the
this?
exact same.
All right, let's take a look. This was beautifully stitched out, and it's just lovely to see both of those together. Very Jane Austen-ish, I would
Yes.
say.
So she was known for her embroidery,
Yeah.
and so we do bring occasionally out machine embroidery that complements a fabric collection. So
Sure.
that's interesting. And then we have this unrelated to sewing is to the books, a nod to the books.
Oh.
This helps you keep track of your pages in the book. It's magnetic.
Kris.
It has the Jane Austen family
Okay.
crest on this side.
If anyone watched yesterday, you saw that We put that bookmark in my book, and guess what? It is not there. Somebody took it. I said, that is the perfect bookmark for my book.
It is the
because look at the
perfect.
gold leaf
Yes.
edges.
And we put gold leaf, and that's the Jane Austen House
I'm
250th
wondering.
anniversary.
Who was it? Who was it? Who
I'm
took
going to
my
give you
bookmark?
mine. There you go.
She's starting to get mad. Did you see the look?
Woo! I'm like, okay, who was on with me yesterday?
Where did that go?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
It's darling.
I just love the emblem
These are
on
made in
here.
the United States.
Oh,
so-
nice to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Nice to know. Okay, we love that. All right, everyone watch. Right
You
here.
better take that book home with you.
I'm taking it home. That's right. It is not staying around here.
It is
Isn't that beautiful?
fantastic
Yeah,
bookmark.
that's great.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
So
All right.
those are some of the fun things we're doing. We also have like a 250
Yeah.
puzzle.
Oh,
So
whoa.
for the 250th anniversary.
Of course you
So
do.
we have a puzzle,
Of
and then we
course
have
you do.
we have cards.
Oh
and
my goodness, I've got to take a look
So,
at this.
but
okay.
look at the artwork on there. That is original artwork done in house at Riley Blake Designs.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jane Austen from A to Z, and you've got all the things that you know and love. So that's the Austen family crest, the ball, down to the Z is Lizzie. So it's kind of in a middle name, but you have Darcy and. But
That
that's
totally
original
makes sense.
artwork. We have a graphic artist that works for RBD that she is fabulous, and she drew all of this.
That is so very fitting to have it be 250
I
pieces
love the
too.
dancing one at the top, the ball.
That's
I guess it's
the
probably
ball,
ball.
and then we have the quilt. I mean,
So
there
cute.
you go.
Goodness,
That's a
I love
great
that.
gift for any Jane enthusiast that really wants to enjoy this 250th anniversary.
Wow. Do we have any Jane enthusiasts out there? Let us know in the comments if this gets you excited, because I don't know, it's timeless, it's classic,
Yeah.
all the things,
I
right?
just love the feeling of Jane Austen.
Yeah.
It's a feeling, you know.
Well, you know, yesterday, Cindy, I was talking about, I asked the question, why does the literary works of Jane Austen from over 200 years ago, why does it still resonate today? Why do you think?
I think because she was her characters had a lot of depth to them, and that they were not the smartest, not the prettiest, but we could relate to them. And then we have a fascination with the Renaissance, and that
We do.
that time. I guess it's not quite the Renaissance, but it's that time period that,
time
we're
period.
fascinated, like with all the gentry, and we're drawn to the tea parties and the balls
And the
it
Mr.
just-
Darcy's?
Yes, yes. I mean, she wrote such amazing words to encapsulate a feeling of love and that Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, well,
what
I
it
got
is.
this
Okay, it's
little
time.
book here, and I want to, and you guys let us know too what you think about some of these quotes. Here are some of my favorites, and I'm going to see if you can tell me which book it's from.
Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
That's
little
gonna be
scary,
tough.
right? Okay, how about this? For what we do, we live, but to make sport for our neighbors and laugh at them in our turn.
Gosh.
Any idea?
For what we do, we make sport of our neighbors.
And laugh at them in our turn. She's just
don't
funny.
know.
That was Mr. Bennett.
That was Mr. Bennett.
Mr. Bennett said that in Pride and
I
Prejudice.
don't remember that quote.
Oh my goodness. Okay. How about this one? He is a gentleman. I am a gentleman's daughter. So far, we are equal. Oh,
That's not Pride and Prejudice.
it is Pride
Okay,
and Prejudice.
okay,
yes,
I thought you were
yes.
gonna trick me, but
no,
yeah, I
no,
remember
no.
that.
I kind of kept with the Pride and
Okay,
Prejudice theme,
okay.
if you will.
Yes,
I mean,
Pride and Prejudice.
it's got all the different books in here, but I thought that was interesting that he is a gentleman. I'm a gentleman's daughter. So far, we are equal.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that too.
That has a lot of wit to it. How about every savage can dance?
That's kind of, isn't that Pride and Prejudice?
It is. And who said it?
Is that Lizzie?
No.
Or no.
Mr. Darcy.
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Darcy said that. I love you guys are adding in the comments. This is awesome.
I mean, we love Mr. Darcy, but we like to loathe him.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
In
do.
the very beginning, and then
At the
she
beginning.
brings it around where we love him again.
Exactly. I know. I'm like, okay, I didn't like him at first, and now I just go, come on, Elizabeth, give him a chance.
Exactly.
Okay, here's a different book.
Okay.
All right. And I know you've read it. There certainly are not so many men of large fortune in the world as there are pretty women to deserve them.
Oh. Is that
I think I know if you
Is
don't
that-
have an idea.
in Fairfax?
No.
No.
Is it Sense and Sensibility?
No, it's Mansfield Park.
I wonder.
Mansfield
Uh-huh.
Park.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, this.
Well, I'm 0 for 1,000.
Okay, here's let's do a couple more.
Okay.
Every neighborhood should have a great lady. This comes from Sanditon, which I have not read.
Okay, so Sanditon was Jane Austen's unfinished novel. So after all of these
Okay, no
collections,
wonder.
we are
All right.
considering a Sanditon collection. And it's by the seaside.
Really?
So
So
Sanditon
it was
is our
never
unfinished-
finished?
No, she wrote, I think, 11 chapters. And people
Wow.
have attempted to finish it. But
I was just going to ask, did somebody try to finish?
She didn't officially finish it. But
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that.
it's one of her
awesome.
seaside novels. Persuasion also has a little seaside
Ooh, think of the
scenes.
beautiful fabric you could get.
I
for
know,
that.
I know. My wheels are already turning.
I know.
It's been in discussion.
Oh my
so-
gosh.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's
I
awesome.
can't wait. Oh my
Yay.
gosh. Don't you guys love hearing the tea? I'm just saying, like, you know, tea.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
The gossip.
The tea. The tea is real here at with Jane Austen.
That's right.
Okay, here's our last thing that I'm going to say. And tell me the name of the book, and it starts out with this, but I'm going to put a little twist on it. Are you ready for this? It is a truth universally acknowledged. It is a truth universally acknowledged. Can you think of where it starts from?
Isn't
That a single man in possession.
Yeah, isn't that Pride and
It
Prejudice?
is Pride and
Pride and
Prejudice, and that's
Prejudice,
how it starts. But
I'm like, are you tricking me?
I
It's
am.
Pride and
I know. I
Prejudice.
try to
am.
trick you. Well, you know, we are like in love with the book this week. Just saying.
I
But
know.
so I thought it was interesting. You know, as I read that, I thought it is a truth universally acknowledged. And then it goes on to say that a single man in possession of good fortune must be in want of a wife.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So yes, you can see
yes.
that. So as we end, I think it's only fitting that. And I'm totally putting you both on the spot. But what else is a truth universally acknowledged about a quilter? If we were to write a book, okay, tell us in the comments as well. If we were to write our own book as quilters, and we started out that book saying, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a quilter
Never has enough fabric.
yeah, there you go. Never has enough
Threads all
fabric.
over her clothes.
Has threads all over
Which
her
I've been
clothes.
picking mine off already today.
All right. Anyone else have any thoughts out there? I'd love to hear those. So much fun, you guys. This was really, really great.
It was my pleasure to come and
Oh,
talk
my
about Jane
goodness.
Austen because I could talk about her all day long. There's so many things to.
I get that sense. I get that sense. Let's
Discuss,
see.
yeah.
Diane shares that it is a truth universally acknowledged that a quilter loves fabric. I will add to it that a quilter loves fabric and doesn't have nearly enough.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You know, despite what our friends and family say.
So nobody say anything about it because
No.
we know it's a universal.
It's a universal
It's a
truth.
universal truth, right? Or how about it is a universal truth that, you know, you said that your quilts may not outlive your life.
Yeah.
How about my UFOs?
I know.
That's
Do you want
a
me to
truth
tell you
universally acknowledged.
a quick story about one
Sure.
of my UFOs from a grandmother? My mother was gifted a box of UFOs at her bridal shower, and she had them in the same box for.
No.
They were authentic 30s prints, and they were from her grandmother. And my mother's passed now, but she gave me this gift one year and said, "You're the quilter. You get to finish this." And I was able to take these UFOs put them in a quilt. I had to do a lot of little surgery on them or fixing.
Sure.
And I gave them back to my mother before she passed on a Mother's Day. And so
my
even though they were not finished, I got to put them in a quilt and give them back to my mom. So you never know. You never know where
wonderful.
Cindy,
UFOs go.
I can't think of a more fitting way to end today. That gave me the goosebumps.
Yep.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Glad to be here anytime.
Oh my goodness, it's been so fun. What a treat. Oh my goodness, did I tell you? Did I not say? I said, you got to tune in for this one because Cindy is incredible. And
Thank you.
she's not only extremely talented, but I've known Cindy for a long time, and she's one of the most giving, generous, wonderful women you will ever meet. And we are so lucky.
Thank you.
And I'm very lucky to call you my friend.
Thank you.
So thank you for being
Appreciate
here.
all you do with Riley Blake Designs. Thank you very
bet.
much.
All right, everyone, we hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope you're leaving today feeling a little bit more inspired to create and to think about, the things that you can do with some of this fabric, or just to go back to the idea of maybe it's time to do a little bit of handwork again, or do something for yourself. Give yourself that me time that you deserve. We hope you feel that way. And before we end, I want to remind you that tonight we have our swig night, and I'm so excited. I hope you'll join myself and Todd, Allison, and Jackie will all be here in the house because we're going to be showing you the brand new machines from Baby Lock and Brother that were just released this past month. And I'm going to show you some of my recent projects that I'm so giddy about using a sublimation printer. Yes, you heard that right. We're in the craft business, folks. We're in the quilting business. We're in everything creative. That's what we're all about here at My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. So you definitely want to tune in for that. But another thing and another reason why you want to tune in, guess what? We're giving away three $100 gift cards to My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop just for coming on live. So we hope you'll be there with us tonight. It starts at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, and you can find it right here, right where you're at right now on YouTube or on Facebook. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep doing all the things you love, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.